So, this is a pretty general overview of the gaming rig I've built. I've spent some time on this, working on the cable management and on everything else. This right here is the cooling heatsink and fan. It's a Thermalright Ultra Extreme 120, and attached to it I have a Asus fan, neon blue. Okay, this is not the best camera, but it's better than my cell phone camera, so bear with me. This is the 4850X2 that I have placed in this system. And the processor is a Q6600 overclocked to 3.3 GHz through the BIOS, no software used. Right there are my two Western Digital hard drives. This one right here is a 750 and this one right here is a 250. Oh yeah, the broken finger made this sort of hard to bank too. And up there I have 4 gigs of DDR2 RAM, each clocked at 800 MHz. But for the overclocking I had to reduce them, but this front side bus still makes up for that. And there's the little baby wireless card right there my pinky just touched. Okay, and the motherboard for this is a D975 XPX2 motherboard. It's made by Intel, and the case is a HAF 932. It's very roomy, very cool case. I moved this up from a mid-size case. It was a Raptor Smilodon, and well, the temps dropped on the processor from 48 degrees idle down to 37. It's an 11 degree temperature change just in the case size, which is crazy. Okay, yeah, so it's a very good case. There's tons of room in it. It's got a 230mm fan on the top, and over there on that side panel, which I had to remove to show you this, that's a 880 watt Kingston hyper power. Or I don't know if Kingston makes it, but for some reason I seem to think that they do. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job on the cable management. There's nothing really hanging in the way. So now it's time to move on to a few benchmarks, things such as that. Okay, so here's some of just the peripherals, such as the monitor. For a monitor, I have it hooked up to my television, which supports a 1080p output, so it's 1920 by 1080 on all the games. That's my surround sound system. There's one of the speakers, one more of the speakers, and three in the front. My bad. Sorry about that. My camera's battery's bad, so sort of cut off there. But here's CPU-Z brought up to show the overclock of my Q6600. This is the Go Stepping edition, so temperature is not an issue at all. After playing Crysis for about an hour and a half, it'll get up to 60 degrees and pretty well sit there. Okay, so I was going to run a quick benchmark on Crysis, but I cannot get Crysis to boot right now because it's being stupid. So I'm going to run a quick demo of Fallout 3, even though you're probably not going to be able to see the gameplay very much. You will be able to see the frames per second. And this is all at ultra high presets. So everything's turned up as high as the game will go. As you can see, it's very fluent. This is very hard to do with one hand, especially since one of the other hands is broken. So out here in the city, without such a wide view, we're getting the maximum frames per second that my monitor will display, which is about 60. So it hovers 59, 63-ish. It's very fluent. Very fluent. It looks beautiful. I mean, a camera really does not do it justice at all. Although if you're thinking about getting this gameplay, or pretty much any of the components that I've shown throughout this video, Don't even question it. Just get them. Because so far, I've been very, very happy with every single component in here. I mean, this is just amazing. I love it. Alright. It's the end of this video. And this is my first case. This is my first system. So don't sit there and laugh like, haha, noob, you did something stupid. Because I probably did do something stupid. I just don't know it yet. But, oh well. That's how you learn, I guess. Alright. So, remember, subscribe.